afternoon, my faithful YouTube subscribers. Today it is Saturday, and the sun just came out, so I said I'm going to come outside and shoot a video where it literally just popped out the clouds. It's Saturday, January 16th, the year is 2021. It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta. It's cold. It's a little chilly out here. Let me see what the temperature is, because I'm sitting out in the sun. It looks nice and hot. It's about 41 degrees right now. The sun is beaming down on us. The sun has decided to come out of the clouds and grace us with his beautiful. So here we are. It's a beautiful day. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm in here washing clothes. So the last few days, if y'all remember, my stomach was bothering me, so I had to recover from that. So that I was kind of not really. I don't know what happened, but the past few days, I almost feel like I had stomach flu of some type. Because I noticed I went around to a lot of stores to get stuff for my stomach, and let me tell you, I couldn't find nothing. I was going from store to store to store. I'm like, okay, what's going on? I even asked the pharmacist, why is all this stuff going? And she says, some type of stomach bug going around, and people are grabbing all this stuff. I mean, I literally went to 5 different stores and couldn't really find none of the stuff that I was used to, what I was looking for, and particularly the citrate of magnesium. I was trying to get a couple of bottles of those, couldn't find it. So anyway, I'm feeling better. I ate breakfast this morning, had a little bit of coffee. These windows are dirty. I need to come back out here and clean these windows. I didn't realize how dirty they were. I'm going to have to clean. I like clean windows in my house. Clean windows. And so I'm going to get the ladder out and clean them maybe tomorrow. But it's a beautiful day. I think we all are still in shock about what took place at the Capitol. And I'm sitting there watching the news, and they're showing all this police security and all this stuff that's going on. And I just wonder, I would have never in a million years would have thought what we saw happen on the news. I would have never have assumed that would happen in my lifetime. To see all them crazy white folks run up in that damn Capitol, and a few straggling niggas, black folks, every person that ran up in that white Capitol, every one of them that they are able to identify and charge should get at least a minimum. There goes the sun. At minimum 20 years, 10 to 20 years in prison. At minimum, at least 10 years. Oh, the sun's back behind the clouds. Get cold too. Ooh. Yeah, at least at minimum, 10 years in prison. You're trying to throw the United States government over. You're trying to, for your own selfish reasons, following Donald Trump's dumbass off a cliff. There's a very good article in the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times about the young girl that was shot and killed in there, and how she had some type of pool supply company and she had a loan that was at 159% interest rate that she was struggling with to make survive after doing 14 years with the Air Force. This girl was just making bad decision after bad decision after bad decision, and clearly all those bad decisions ended up with her losing her life, following Donald Trump off a cliff. There was a video, a meme of these high school students fighting. In the middle of this high school student fighting, this black guy starts breakdancing all over the place. He's spinning around the floor, breakdancing, spinning around and everything, and the fight's going on in the crowd. The meme said that was the fight was the white folks at the Capitol, white supremacists, and the guy breakdancing was black Americans. Like, we don't give a fuck. I mean, black folks are kind of like in total shock, like, what in the hell were these white folks thinking? However, black people better wake up and fast. We have got to take what took place in that Capitol very serious. Those people were CEOs of banks, police officers, fire department members, military personnel, people who ran up in that Capitol. All the white folks, these were people that we see every single day. And if you look at those videos, there were thousands and thousands and thousands of people out there that day that came from all over the United States, as far as California, to go to that Capitol to defend Donald Trump. They were willing to risk their lives, and 5 people died that day. So We cannot ignore this and laugh about it because it ain't funny, because these people are crazy and they are around us and they work with us. They're our neighbors. In some cases, they y'all friends. I ain't got no white friends. They y'all friends, family members. And they have to be watched. That's why every single one of them that ran up into that Capitol should get at least a minimum of 10 years in federal prison, every last one of them. And I don't have nothing against having my friends, I just don't have none. I guess because I ain't about to get in no van and my white friends be telling us, you going with us to the Capitol for, going to the Capitol for what? Washington, D.C. is cold up there in the wintertime. What are we going to Washington, D.C. for? We can't do it in the summer? Are we going up there because we going to defend who? What? Trump? Going? What are y'all talking about? See, that's why I don't have no white friends. I'd be like, okay, y'all motherfuckers crazy. In fact, I'd be, hold on a second, where we going? Oh, 911 on their asses. They talking about going to the Capitol. Yeah, they said they're going to run up in the Capitol. Yep, I'm Molly Jackson. Well, Jackson ain't a black name, so we got to give her a white name. Molly... That's a white sounding name. Simpson. Molly Simpson. That might fall for a black name too, so we need a real right name. Molly White. Yes, she's white. Blonde, blue-eyed. And she got a Trump head on her head. And Trump stickers on her car driving up the highway. She says she's going to run up in the Capitol. Yep. They said they're going to take it over. Yep. Okay. I'll let y'all know. See, the funny part is, I'm sure somebody called somebody and said, these people are planning this. And I'm still trying to figure out why it was ignored. Why nobody took these crazy white folks seriously. Why all this took, I'm still trying to figure it all out. But I guess we'll know more once Biden gets into office and he gets his Garland in over the Justice Department. I think he gonna dig deep. He's gonna lock their asses up. Good. Lock them all up. Every last person that was there. Get them airline reservations, Greyhound, bus, however they got there. Figure it out. Get to track their phones. Everybody's phone that was on there. If you didn't work for the U.S. government, you ain't had no business on the Capitol grounds. If that phone dinged over there, you going to jail. But I was just dropping off a pizza. Prove it. How you gonna drop off a pizza in the middle of a damn insurgency? They order pizza inside the Capitol. Nancy Pelosi, I want some pepperoni on that pizza. Will they be able to get through all these people? Just tell them to put a Trump hat on. Okay, yeah. Trump. They bringing pizzas in with Trump hats on through the crowds of people, fire tear gas, flying, people fighting and arguing, and Nancy and them getting their pizzas. The pizzas are here. Oh, good. We can eat something. America's doomed if they don't do something. If they don't put them people, black folks, y'all, we fought too hard this past election to put people in office to represent us. Now we got to stand up and demand that they put these people behind bars. They must do time. At minimum 10 years in federal prison. Every last one of them that ran up in there. And if they find out anybody was in that Capitol, was involved, any politicians or employees or workers or the Capitol, they need life in prison. Life. If they were involved in this in any way, they got life in prison. And we're gonna have to really, I'm ready to put a political organization together now. They need to be, these crazy people need to go to jail for what they did. And they need to serve serious time. Because had it been any of us, had it been a large group of black folks running towards that building, had been a large group of black folks running up them steps towards that, first we didn't get nowhere near the steps because they would have shot us all dead. So yeah, something happened here. They need to get to the bottom of it. Everybody involved going to prison, going to jail, and the kingpin of them all, Donald Trump. Donald Trump must be charged with not just impeaching him for what he needs to be charged for setting this insurgency up and calling for it that same day. He got tons of evidence. He was on the stage talking to people and encouraged people to run up in there. So lock his ass up to life in prison. Life. No parole, no. If they don't put these crazy people in their place, And I mean put them in behind bars. We'll never get rid of these crazy people. We ain't gonna get them in with them anyway, because there's gonna be more and more coming out of them. Y'all see all these 1,000 people. You see 74 million people voted for Donald Trump. We doomed. I am not surprised by the behavior of these white folks at all. This is the United States of racist America. I'm not surprised. Not at all. I didn't have enough dealings with white folks to know how they feel about us. Regardless of what your education, your background, where you live, they don't care. They don't care. Not all of them, but the vast majority of them. Be careful. And I'm not saying that I can say not all of them, but a large group of them don't like black folks or Hispanic folks and anybody other than themselves. White supremacy. There it is. So anyway, the sun going down out here is chilly. I enjoyed that. That sun was literally up. I knew when I saw that sun beaming, I said, I knew he ain't gonna be up there long, and he ran back away. Plus, it's always it's almost 2:30 any damn way. So I am going to not be out here too long because I will get cold and I'd be dealing with something else. But I just wanted to get out of the house for a second while I'm doing these laundry, washing clothes, and cleaning up. And I need to run this vacuum cleaner across the floor. I need to scrub this kitchen. I need to turn on the dishwasher. I'm running the vacuum cleaner. There's a lot of stuff to do in here. My place is only about maybe 1,500 square feet, maybe 2,000 square feet, somewhere up in there. But for me, this is a lot to have to maintain, make up the beds, clean up the bathrooms, scrub the toilets. There's only 2 toilets in there. Back on the floors, it's a lot. When I look back to when we owned those houses, and 4 and 5 bedroom houses, 4 and 5 baths, I don't know how we did it. Oh, we didn't do it. We had a maid service come in and do it. But regardless, cutting the grass, putting down, and me and her had some conversations about these houses, and I'm just thinking, this ain't for me. I can't do it. I'd rather have a beachfront condo and pay an association fee. I don't care what it is. Before I have to sit here and suffer with a house in Atlanta. I know for a lot of you all, your dream is to own a home in Atlanta, but I've owned many homes in Atlanta, and I don't want to be bothered with that mess. No more. The work is, I can't do it. Been there, done that. Now look at these prices of these houses, the taxes and insurance and the maintenance and the tornado sweeping through and ripping off the roof. No, renting is fine for me for now. I mean, we've had some serious conversations, and I said, first off, I'm not going to buy anything in this housing market because I think the housing market is extremely overinflated at this point. And it's a matter of time before this shit hit rock bottom. You know, nobody saw the coronavirus coming, but there's a slew. Atlanta had a ton of restaurants. There was so many restaurants, it just didn't make no sense. Now these restaurants are closing left and right. Shutting it up, closing, done, going, compete. And I'm thinking, this should have happened years ago because it was just too many restaurants in the Atlanta area. I'm thinking, who's eating at any of these damn places? All these people can't be making no money. Some of them were just barely holding on. You know, some of the restaurants owners were, their restaurants literally open, just collecting from paycheck to paycheck. They were just skimming by. That's over with. The coronavirus has shuttered some of the restaurants that have been here for years. I went out to get breakfast this morning to one restaurant that's normally packed with people. It took forever just to get a to-go box of breakfast stuff. And I'm thinking, how long did it take to do some grits, eggs, and pan? I could have whipped this up at home in this length of time. And with nobody there, but a bunch of people standing out in the cold waiting for their food to go. I'm thinking, are they doing it one at a time or something? What's going on in there? They ain't going to make it. They on the death watch. You know, I got a little list of restaurants I go to. I click a little death watch. All the motherfuckers ain't going to make it. Good rental space. A lot of these restaurants are going to end up being turned into, I don't know what they're going to be turned into, nightclubs, or I don't know. They ain't going to be restaurants no more. They didn't build all this commercial space here in Atlanta. Atlanta's doomed. They fucked. So, I just don't see how they're going to move forward. And then you got all these overpriced houses and condos and apartments. As far as the eye can see, $2,500 a month. Who is paying for this mess? Who? $2,500, $3,000 a month. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, who is paying for this? Nobody. So we'll see what happens. Maybe with Biden in office, we'll begin to see some things change a little bit. He's gonna have to work a miracle. Biden didn't say he was Jesus, and we all know Jesus don't exist. So we just have to see what happens. Hold on. But anyway, the sun went down. It's cold out here. Today it is Saturday, January 16th, the year 2021. I'm out of here. I will come back later on and do some more stuff. But yeah, we need to really, really push hard to make sure every person that was involved in that insurgency at the Capitol get at least a minimum of 10 years in prison to life behind bars. I'm going to push hard for that because that's what needs to happen. All right, I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of y'all's day.